Hi, it's me. Yeah. I actually did live com this battle, but then I was an idiot and accidentally clicked on this tab, which opened up a Discord. And I couldn't even remove that, and I don't personally like having my Discord shown into the screen. Like here I don't care. But I don't actually want to show you guys my chats, and it's not because I have nothing to hide. I just don't personally like exposing my chats out there that I'm in. Because sometimes when you joke around with friends, you say some dirty humor stuff, and I don't want that stuff being brought out. Even though my channel's not made for kids, I still don't want that stuff being pointed out there. Anyways, we're here for WPDL week number 8. It's the final week because they cut the season down, which thank God they did. Um, we have a chance to finish as the top 4, if not top 5 seed into the playoffs if we win. If we lose, we're basically going to be a bottom seed, but it doesn't matter. We make playoffs, so this matchup doesn't matter. I think this matchup slightly mattered um for club. I think, by the way, who is the Boise Blaze against, who we faced off in PUDL, and they hacks the living. They got both hacks and RNG against us so bad that it hurt. So I had to rematch their team, and their team is very scary. They have a Diplin, Rotomo, Hisuian Arcanine, Claude Zyre, Poltegeist, and a Ditto. And Terracaptors being the Ditto and the Diplin. So a lot of scary stuff. They had a Snorlax as well on their team, which I think Snorlax should have been banned in low tier, in my opinion. But this is a very scary matchup for us. If so, But for the team I'm bringing a lot of weakness policies. I have brought weakness policy on both Meloetta and Ceruledge. I have brought Lumberry on my Lycanroc. I am choice banded Veluza this time. We are kind of a mixed offensive but physically defensive Duraludon with air defense body press, and we are a choice specs Torn. Excuse me. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the battle. So they lead off with the Rotom, was actually lead off with this, which unfortunately forces me to switch out here because I don't really want to take a Volt Switch and anything else. In comes the Clodsire, which is going to get a free T-Spike or Spike here. As I go right back into my Veluza, I'm just going to go for a Psycho Cut here. There's no resistances to it. And right here, I make a dumb play where I forgot this was Terra. I'm not going to completely honest with you. And that was Terra Psychic. If I had Terra Psychic there, I actually would have been able to put in range. I get the prediction of a Focus Blast here. And I missed. Excuse me. And that focus blast missing really matters because now that prevents me from just spamming Hurricane for free. Excuse me, with my own drawback, which is just so dumb. But it's what it is. So I actually decided to stay in again focus blast as they wait, no, they swapped out and I focus blast on mine. So they both switch here again into the tower and everything was they're gonna actually tear a water here, so I'm gonna Dragon Pulse here, as they were probably predicting me dragging there. And they actually bring up my Lycanroc, which is the worst case scenario because now it burns my Lumberry. In comes this, the Giga Drain crit, which didn't really matter. My tower is basically useless. I'm drawing out Dragon Pulse, and this is especially defensive Clodsire. Excuse me. As it can be. So I went into Torn predicting the Earthquake here just because there was no reason not to make the prediction here. And they actually double out into Rotom, which was actually a really good double on my opponents. And I actually decided to stay in here. And I only stayed in for two reasons. One, I can just get a KO here pretty much for free. And number two, I wanted to see if this Rotom was Scarf. If this Rotom was Scarf, I can live a Scarf hit, guarantee, unless it's Modest. And then Modest might be a roll slash could kill me, but I wanted to make sure I could scout the damage. So here comes Dale. I go for a bleep. Sorry, guys. I'm so I was tired. I think it's because of the food. But anyways, they go into Ditto, which I kind of don't agree with. I think they should have honestly won Claude just to burn another potential chance of me missing Hurricane. I feel like. But they go Ditto, which sacks off Ditto, which was a Terra Captain, which was really cool for us. But here comes this. I have to make the same play over and over again. And right here, I stay in. They go for a second layer T spikes, and they actually are going for the full status poison. So I go into Torn now on another Earthquake here. and I decided to just go for Bleak Wind. There's no reason not to overpredict this. In comes the Bleak Wind here, and I am actually going to get a confusion. And they actually switch out as I go for another Hurricane, and I miss, which is awesome. Now I go into my Sterilage here, and this Arcanine is rocking out Agility, which is actually a really cool set. I actually really like the Agility set. That was really cool. And unfortunately for me, I have to just try to pray to God I can do something. Now, at that point in time, if I was comfortable with sacking out Sterilage, I should have always clicked Shadow Sneak to break a potential Focus Sash, because I literally lost nothing doing that. But I went for close combat just in case of the miss. I actually went to the tower, and that forced them out, surprisingly enough. I go for the body press here, knock that out. I will say that the flare blitz there, I believe I saw the count was adamant. The adamant was a roll in their favor to kill me, but it was still a roll regardless. They actually went to Poltergeist and actually Shell Smash, burning their focus sash as I Dragon Pulse here. And now at this point in time, they just lose to my Lycanroc. So I'm like, okay, I gotta keep my Lycanroc decently healthy. In comes the Clodsire here as I think I double out. No, I just a Celerock figuring that they were gonna sack it off. So I actually have to make a switch out here and go into my Veluza. And what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to go for the Psycho Cut here, which should guarantee kill this Clodsire. It does. And right here, I make a bit of a bonehead play. I like I said, I forgot it was Terra because if I was Terra, I take that hit, and if I was in Boise's shoes, I would have just had sacked off the Poltergeist basically at that point and then gone to three switching back into the Rotom to Volt Switch again, which would have killed me. I'm going to close combat here as I get a crit, and you can see there that it's Sash. It's going to Agility here. No, they actually Head Smash here, and that's the game. Now, that Head Smash didn't, it mattered, but at the same time, it would have came down. Actually, yeah, no, that 100% cost them the game. Because I would have gone toward, I outspeed, and I guess it would have came down to a couple of plays. It would have came down to what other move I had because I think I had Bleak Wind and Air Slash. Um, I could have been able to spam Air Slash unless he had Extreme Speed, which I would have had to risk there. And then it came to Meloetta. Meloetta lives a Dark Pulse, and then it comes to live in a hit from Rotom, and then we go from there. And I think this would have been a 1-0 there, but that loss right there lets us get a chance to now win, and we just Accelerock 3 times, and we end up picking up a 3-0 victory and a revenge against Boise after the very sad way we lost against them in week 3. So we get redemption here, which is awesome. Hopefully, the next time me and Boise play, we do not have a hacks fest of a game with RNG because I am sick and tired of dealing with that. But with that, we finished the season, I believe, 6-2, with only two of our losses being 6-0s, which is one of the weird track records I've ever had. But we finished the season 6-2. We are guaranteed, like I said, either the top 4 or top 5 in the standings, which is pretty cool. I think they're going to be working a system where if you're in the top 5 or 6 or whatever kind of rankings you're at, you can get a round 1 bye into the next round possibly. So might be a while before WPDL. This was actually recorded actually a couple days ago. This was recorded on Monday. I just never got to recording it again for the postcom. I'm also really behind on that blows. I'm just tired. I'm just trying to focus on enjoying whatever time I have left to enjoy freedom until work starts slowing down. Work won't start slowing down until at least end of July because August will be 50-50 business. And then after Labor Day, I'm done and I don't have to stress about long hours and working long times, which is great. And that's just what's going to be awesome about it. So, yeah, with that being said, thank you guys just for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're going to the playoffs, baby. We're going to playoffs in 2 leagues, which, by the way, as I'm recording this video, PDA is still going on. We just had an extra grace. We just were given a grace week now to, I guess, finish games because we actually get to pick our opponents for the playoffs. And since we finished as the, I believe, second seed guaranteed, possibly, if I remember correctly, um, as long as we finish the top 3, we will get to hand pick our opponents for the matchups, which will be the second time I've ever gotten a chance to pick my opponent. First time was in a league way, way, way back then, where I think I finished the number 1 or number 2 seed. And picking your own opponent is both stressful and good because you get a good advantage in the matchup. I have no idea what the standings are currently looking like, and I have no idea who I would want to fight in PDA. So definitely expect a really good game, hopefully, in PDA's playoffs, and hopefully we do something with WPDL. We hopefully, we made playoffs, which, the fact it's low tier, I'm actually making two playoff appearances in low tier. Spoilers for a Wi-Fi league that I'm in. But I'm super proud of myself, man. I have gotten back into the playoff hunt after being like not able to make playoffs and being screwed out of playoffs in so many leagues. So the fact that we're back in this playoff hunt now is so good for me. Like three guaranteed playoff appearances, all back to back to back, which is just awesome to me, man. It's just awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. Thumbnail will obviously be Lycan Rock just because I feel like Lycan Rock deserve it after finally getting some kills this season. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.